Welcome to the second episode of Fringe TV 2013. I'm James Warfield. The staff has been working incredibly hard to get this festival ready, including our hard-working interns. So we're gonna start off by checking in with them in the intern break room.
So this is Lucy, James's dog, and he wants us to watch him while he's out getting lunch. He says that she is in charge. A dog. I met Ben, the director, and he said that being a Fringe TV intern would be really cool. I get to help out on set and maybe do some interviews. I mean, I've been working really, really hard. I've only gotten one day off in 12 days. It's been all right, except for the fact that James and Stacy are totally crazy. I guess James is back.
Thanks for the insight, interns. Now, as many of you know, Fringe TV is getting bigger and better every year. With more on that, executive producer Stacy Jones-Hill.
I've been around with the Fringe since we started in 2010, one of the co-founders. The first year, we decided it would be really cool if the staff interacted with the participants in some way. We really wanted some way to involve ourselves and get the community together by being part of it ourselves. I used to go to the participant shows with a little flip camera, and sometimes I would film a little bit of their show, but mostly I would interview them after the show. So in 2012, I kind of decided it might be fun to turn these correspondent interviews, as we called them at the time, into something more, to maybe comprehensive coverage of the entire festival. I decided to do 8 episodes that we would post on YouTube throughout the festival, where we would cover the different events at Fringe Central, the different programs that we were hosting, and all sorts of stuff. And we just kind of tried to up our production value, and we rebranded it as Fringe TV. I've got a team member helping me, my partner James Warfield.
I'm just gonna say overall, great.
We have a great editor, Nathaniel Beaver, who is awesome to work with. Vicky Stager, our intern, has also been really awesome so far, and I think she's learned a lot. We've had some friends who have been kind enough to come and help us out. It's just a lot more organized this year. Fringe TV is great because it's another unique perspective that you can have of the festival, where you get kind of that insider view to all of the programs and everything that we have to offer.
Why is art important?
We all have a different way of expressing ourselves, and I think it's important that we do it even if it's unconventional. It makes us human.
Thank you, Stacy. It's good to be part of Fringe TV as well. One of the most popular segments on Fringe TV has been the participant interviews. And in this episode, we asked the participants, what is your show about?
It's about letting go of fear to find love with a shaman.
25 plays in one single hour.
What happens to Pigpen from Peanuts?
Sex.
2 people who are in love.
Digging through the trenches of life to find love and faith. Family and fear.
Haunted by their past.
They get snowed in and have to kind of deal with each other.
And ends up hiring them to kill her uncle.
A down-and-out gambler who makes a bet with the devil.
A magician's career from age 5 to 85.
2 weirdos that find love after an encounter at the grocery store.
Takes you through my life from my first audition.
Who once traveled around the world together having all kinds of crazy adventures.
As a poor country girl turned highfalutin New Orleans prostitute.
Film, dance, video images, and art.
Living off the land and loving
the interconnectedness of womanhood.
For a marriage through 20 years of friendship.
Educating the masses on how to survive a zombie.
A woman, me, making a video will for her
5 high school friends that come back after your college.
And holding in detention of a U.S. citizen.
Who believes in fairy tales.
It's a love story.
Growing up with deaf parents and how to keep their love alive while
finding your authentic self. And
get locked in the basement by a precocious
girl whose boyfriend fucks his club.
Former millionaire who has a series of emotional breakdowns while trying to
meet in a focus group to market a pen for women, and how that affects all of our personal, intimate relationships.
Nigerian girl who dreams of becoming poor because she is in love with
a dentist whose car breaks down outside the wrong town at the right time.
Who is a star in the 1940s.
Who sneaks on board a yacht and falls for a stunning woman.
Trying to master high school in like the most stereotypically American way possible.
And it's all improvisation.
And the girl starts imagining what the guy's ex-girlfriend was like, and she appears.
Who travels into the future hoping to find utopia, and you find
2 guys writing a musical about 2 guys writing a musical
and they're
taken captive in Beirut.
Willing to go to any length to fill in their
wedding.
And a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Wow. That sounds like one amazing epic show. Listen, folks, before we open up Brian's Bar at the opening night party, let's check in, rather tap into some bartender wisdom.
When life gives you lemons, make a lemontini.
Ooh, lemontini. That sounds refreshing. Thanks, eh? We're just getting breaking news right now that Hollywood Fringe has invaded 20 venues in the greater Hollywood area, and I believe we have some tape on some of those venues. Is that correct? Great, let's go ahead and roll that tape.
We're currently getting word about several venues hosting anywhere from 4 to 11 productions in this year's festival. First, there's the Underground Theater, just a short walk from the theaters on Santa Monica Boulevard, which boasts ample street parking and 4 Hollywood Fringe productions. You can also check out the Lex Theater, just a few minutes from the heart of Theater Row, hosting 6 shows in this year's festival. 3 Clubs evokes classic Hollywood with well-poured martinis in the front and a stage for 7 Fringe shows in the back. The Hudson Theaters, which have been an LA theater landmark for the past 20 years, hosting 8 productions this year. Finally, with 11 Fringe shows this year and located right in the middle of the Fringe map, there's Theater of Note, which serves as a link between the comedy clubs of Hollywood Boulevard and Santa Monica's Theater Row. And the best news about these venues? All of them are within easy walking distance of each other. Check out the locations for these spaces and more in the back of the Fringe Guide or by going to hollywoodfringe.org and clicking Venues.
Folks, everything is in fact okay. I feel like I need to apologize. I think I blew things out of proportion a little bit. Just to clarify, Hollywood Fringe has not invaded any venues in Hollywood. We have joined in partnerships with them. And more about partnerships with different businesses around Hollywood, we met up with our development director, Khan Matu.
One of the programs I run is called the Hotspot program. For $5, you can purchase a Fringe button at Fringe Main Stage and Box Office or at the Fringe Central Station. It gets you discounts at all of our participating businesses. And with that button, what you get is $1 off every ticket you purchase on the Hollywood Fringe site for all 200 shows. You also get $1 off all of your drinks at our famous bar, Brian's Bar. Participating businesses include Café La Bohème, Eat This Cafe, Grub, Hudson Theater Lobby, Locally Conscious Convenience, Street, The 3 Clubs, Cheerburger, Loma Arigato Food Truck, Munchie Machine Food Truck, Sweet E's Bake Shop Food Truck, and the John Hanson 4 Theaters. To see the full list, please go to hollywoodfringe.org/hotspots. Finally, what the Fringe button gets you, it allows you to join our Fringe community. People walking down the street will see your Fringe button and they'll be like, hey, what did you see today? And suddenly you have a new friend.
Thanks, Khan. All those amazing restaurants are making me hungry. Not only hungry for an amazing meal, but also hungry for an amazing deal. Speaking of amazing deals, we met up with Elizabeth Carve at one of our hotspots, the Hudson Lobby Cafe.
So you have, questions about ticketing or anything like that?
I do.
I can answer those questions.
What's your deal?
What do you do here?
Yeah.
I'm the audience
What are
director.
you about?
I'm about 5'9" tall.
Where are you from?
Originally, I am from Memphis, Tennessee.
What do you think of the Hudson Cafe here?
It's great. I'm enjoying a delicious orange juice, and it's very tasty.
You know that stuff is freshly squeezed.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I've become a fresh squeezed orange juice snob. This is good stuff.
Are you enjoying the Hollywood Fringe Festival?
I am. This is my favorite time of year in LA.
Aw.
Yeah, it's kind of Christmas for theater folk.
It is.
Mhm.
It is, and without the presents.
Yeah.
And it's longer.
Yeah.
It's like twice as long as Hanukkah. I don't know how long Kwanzaa is, but I imagine the Fringe is longer than Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa is a year-long celebration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you decide to sit down in this couch when it was clearly already full?
Well, because you and you are here, and
Aww.
I try to make it a point to, whenever possible, sit in between two people who otherwise seem to be comfortably sitting on a couch. So I guess that's kind of my deal.
To uncomfort the comfortable?
Yes, to just
Discomfort the comfortable.
inject myself into places where I'm not needed or wanted or otherwise welcome.
Oh, but you're wanted here. I mean,
Yeah.
I at least somewhat.
Needed though.
That's up for debate.
I like that Elizabeth card. Now it's time for a word with the festival director.
June!
That is all we have for you for episode 2. Many thanks to everybody that came out to participate in the Fringe previews. I hope to see all of you at the opening night party. Chances are I'll be serving you a drink. For Fringe TV, I'm James Warfield.